This is the chair we're going to do. It was kind of poorly upholstered the last time, and we'll make it a whole lot better. I don't like the way they did the pleats on the arm. The wing, they actually sewed this to the inside wing and made it a slip over, which is, in my opinion, sloppy. We'll do it a different way. The first thing we need to do is make the seat. And the way this is done is also poorly. Obviously it just fell apart. We'll do it back differently. I just wanted you to see how the seat was put on. I don't like this either personally, so I'll show you how to do it properly. All I did was just cut out a piece of fabric, and I'm going to sew it to the decking. These are very easy seats to do. You want to take a half-inch seam on almost everything you do. Well, actually everything you do. Once we get the foam glued on like we want it, now what I'm going to do is put the seat on like so. I'll just center it. I'm putting the seam back at the back edge of the foam that we just put on. Now, all you do to hand sew it on is a curved needle and thread. Tie a knot in the end. And all we're going to do is what you call a whip stitch. Where I come out, I will put the needle in a little bit behind the last stitch and continue. And that holds the back of the seat down. The next step I'll do is just stay tack this seat in position. Turn the gun sideways so only one tongue goes in. Then I just probably 2 or 3. See how much nicer that seat is, how much puffier it is. Now what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and pull the back and the sides, and then I'll finish off with this. One thing I neglected to tell you is there is a reason why I leave the old fabric on. Never take it all the way off, because it keeps your padding in decent condition. Besides the fact, if you've got this off and this was off, that trying to stick this fabric between the Dacron is very difficult. You'll rip the Dacron out. What we're going to do next is we're going to sew. I'm going to cut apart the old arm because this angle here was pretty good, so I'll just copy what they did. And we'll sew this piece of fabric to the wing piece. After I get the pieces cut apart, what you're going to want to do is you want to iron down that seam to make it a lot easier to copy onto the new fabric. Okay, because of the stripe we have, and I know with the video camera it's probably very difficult to see, but it is there and we do have to deal with it. There's a stripe right here, and the same stripe is on the inside back right here. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to put the inside back on first in this position. Then I will be able to put the inside arm on like it is now, and then be able to find where I need to cut the inside wing to follow the stripes of the fabric. This is what we got to do with every stripe. And this is what the back looks like when everything's stuffed through. There's the piece that comes through the bottom of the arm. These are our stretchers on the back side. Now what I'm going to do is just stay tack the inside back in position. Now we can get our arm in position and cut the wing to go with it. Okay, now I have a piece of fabric lined up and matched across here for the wing. I'm going to take a piece of chalk and mark where the seam needs to be. I'm going to have to cut in a relief here to be able to get the fabric to come around. Then I'll check my mark here with the old one, and then we'll sew them together. Now I'm going to sew the welt to the wing. You can sew it to the arm, it doesn't make any difference. It needs to be sewed to one or the other. Put the welt in the 1.5 inch and just fold it over. Then you can feel the welt as you're going. And just keep the foot of the sewing machine next to it. I'm folding the fabric so it's even. These are even, and the back of the fabric here is even. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to sew it to the arm. What I'm going to do is the natural curve to this, I'm going to match to the arm. Now what I'm going to try to do is sew. See, I'm lining this up, these edges with this, and I'm sewing inside the line that I just sewed, so it'll be nice and tight.